The International Baccalaureate program, IB for short, is very similar to the AP program here at this school and around the globe.
It started in 1968 in Geneva, Switzerland.
It's slowly spreading to the U.S., and currently Novi has 5 students enrolled and Franklin has 8 students enrolled. And the question is whether it would be worth it to bring it to Northville High School when so few students might enroll in it.
IB offers 3 different programs: primary, middle years, and diploma.
The primary year program is for elementary school aged students. The middle years program is for kids aged 9 to 16, and the diploma program is offered to juniors and seniors in high school.
From 4,000 word extended essays to Sleepless Nights, the IB program is controversial because of how hard it can be on students.
In this documentary, we're going to take you through the pros and cons of the IB program through the viewpoints of teachers that have to teach it, the students already in it, and the students that will be in it in the future.
Well, you're brave to ask me that question.
I think the IB program has some very clear positive possibilities.
Well, the IB program can be an excellent program that is an international program.
I'm kind of going out on a limb here. I think there are some wonderful things about IB, really some wonderful things. Probably the best thing being that it's a global approach to education. But I'm concerned that we're spending so much time and energy on IB that we're forgetting about all of our students here in Northville. And I think that a lot of students are not going to be willing to do the time and all of the effort that it would take to actually do the top level of the IB program. There's a middle years program, which I believe we're all going to be involved in, and then of course there's the capstone program, which is the diploma program. And in that program, I don't see too many people actually going to that length.
Like, it could be a great program. I'm concerned about the cost, whether the district is implementing it in a sensible way, whether they're being careful and kind of smart in how they're trying to develop the program. But there are some parts of it that are really great, and especially some of the skills learned in classes are really excellent skills.
That is very valuable for people who want to study abroad, but also within the United States, mostly as a school improvement program, I find. But it needs to be done well. It needs to encompass many people, not just a very small select program. It needs to be supported by very strong teacher development programs.
But I'm not convinced that we have to focus everything on that top level. I've always run by the adage that, there are a lot of great students, and they may not all be A students. There are students who get B's and C's who will make a huge difference in our world, and I don't want to leave those students out. And I'm very concerned that that's what we're doing, that we're focusing so much on the top that we're forgetting that this country was built on all different kinds of people, and the way that they come together and the way they interact with one another. That's the global thing that I like. But I don't like the fact that we have to be so structured to meet the hours and have this lesson plan be that way. I think it takes a lot of the creativity out of the classroom, and that's a major concern for me.
I think that's an excellent question.
I think they will, because AP is so established in this district that it will be hard to replace it by something that is completely unproven at this point. Down the road, who knows?
I'm concerned that they will not. I think we have a great, advanced placement program. I think it gives students a lot of choices. I think the wonderful thing about our AP program is that you could be AP psychology and still do regular English. And that's great. That would be an individual student's choice. But the other program is going to mean that you have to gear everything in that direction. And so I am very much concerned that our AP program will suffer because of it. They tell us that they can run simultaneously. I have to be convinced.
We have been asked to try and consider whether AP and IB classes can be combined into a single class. For social studies, that's a really bad idea. For history in particular, I'm not sure about other genres of social studies. But for history, it's a bad idea, and one of my concerns is that the district will do that anyway. If we run an IB history class of 7 kids, will the district allow that to happen? Or will they throw in 30 AP students and call it an AB/IB course? So I don't know. The AP programs here are fairly strong. They serve a purpose in terms of achieving college credit if you pass a test for a specific topic, which is different from what IB does. But it would be hard to see those two programs not competing with each other or drawing students away from each other. So I really don't know, and I have not received any kind of guidance from people who make decisions that suggests that they know the answer to that question either.
And I think it's important to remember that a lot of people choose to come to the United States because we have a lot of wonderful things here. We're basically still a very free people, and when you talk about freedom, it involves students and their teachers being able to explore all different venues. And so I believe that we can still do the exploration without necessarily having the IB label. So yes, I am concerned that at times we're so convinced that everybody else is doing it well that we forget that maybe, just maybe, we might be able to do it better by still being global in our perspective.
I think definitely the globalization and the spreading our ideas around the world and connecting with people, I think that that's a benefit, but I mean, I am an IB, and so I am kind of biased towards that. But I think so because the world is changing, honestly, and with technology, we're already linking to countries around the world, and we're competing, definitely. I mean, you see in our education system, we compete with people like China, for example, and I think that everyone needs to be on the same level because with this technology that we have and this competing, I think that since we're all so connected, we need to understand each other.
IB, what is that? Well, if there are students who are willing to accept that challenge and are ready to meet and or exceed the expectations of the IB program, then I say go get them.
Do you think it's worth it, the money we spend, and only like a few kids are going to take it?
No way. It's the same. It's happening at Novi right now.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way.
Take me down to the riverbed. Take me down.
I'm Vincent, 13, and I'm in 8th grade.
My name is Luke. I'm age 14, and I'm in grade 8.
Take me down to the fighting end. Wash the poison from off my...
I don't really have any interest in doing it in high school because I wouldn't really need to go to any college in the world because I probably wouldn't really leave the United States, and I already have a job that I want in mind, so it wouldn't really involve the IB.
Not really, because it takes a lot of time and work.
Show me how to be whole again. Fly.
I don't like it really because it kind of gets to waste of money to train a lot of teachers if only a few people are going to do it.
I don't think it's a good way to spend the high school's money because not many kids are even going to do it, so in my opinion it would be a waste of time and money for the teachers in the school and everything.
Hard work, dedication, determination.
These are 3 of the many things that IB students need if they want to succeed in the program.
So before you dive into the world of IB,
You have to ask yourself, do you have what it takes?